Harai-Men, but from ura, not omote, but ura. So then once again, if you remember when we did the harai-gote, I mentioned two ways, right? One way is just don't move your left hand, move the kensaki using the right hand and just go like this. And now you're gonna go for men instead of kote. Or, like I mentioned, you could also move both hands and going for the harai. Okay, so either way is fine. All right. Okay, let's try. All right. So one more thing. Uchiotoshi-Men from ura. Okay. So you need to do uchiotoshi now from ura side. Right. So like we did from the omote you need from here, then uchiotoshi, right? Strike down your opponent's shinai. Now you're gonna go from ura. Okay, make sure your left hand stays on the center. Or maybe it can go to the right just a tiny bit, that's fine. But the problem is if your left hand goes like this to the left side, it's gonna be very difficult to do this, uchiotoshi motion. I think this is a common mistake, especially for beginners. They don't realize that, especially like if you rely on your right hand motion, going kind of like this. See, left hand is moving away. You need to keep the left hand on the center. Then that's why we've been doing this. When we are doing this suburi, kote-men suburi, you want to make sure that left hand is gonna relatively stay on the center. Then you don't want to do this kind of thing, this kind of swing. Understand? And also, if you remember from Tuesday, my preference is always go with two steps when you do the uchiotoshi. So first one, when you push your right foot forward, don't move anything yet. But when you pull the left foot, uchiotoshi. Then, in this case, men. Okay, so everything together. Once again from here, poma, far distance. Start pushing your body forward, then pan. Right, that's right. Any questions?
Sensei, I have I guess a comment or something. I find the hardest part is moving to ura during that.
Yes.
During that period, because I'm still focusing on, moving the shinai back this way, but moving the tip to the other side first before I start doing that seems to be like the trickiest part about like getting that rhythm of what the motions are.
And you know what? It's not only you. Everybody, including myself. So that's why once again, we do this. From here you can step and try to understand that when you do it, if you're not utilizing your left arm, left hand, it's going to be very, very tricky, right? So it's not only so that you can do this particular waza, but in order to understand your habit. Ultimately, if the left hand is always an engine, you will be able to do both sides very smoothly. And additionally, because when you do the kamae, then we always pretty much start having my shinai on the left side of your opponent's shinai, right? Omote. Then that's how we start. So it's like this. If the opponent is here, then it's always like this, not the other side. Now, of course, you can go to the other side, but most of the time we start from here, right? So, unconsciously, we get very used to, like defending or reacting when the opponent start seme or attacking from omote side, because most of the time, that's how the action starts. But many people are not so used to, compared with omote, receiving that attack from ura. So this one, actually, especially this uchiotoshi, is a very, very effective one, if you can do well. It's going to work pretty well. And often, like when the opponent receives that uchiotoshi from omote, they're gonna open it, but they're not gonna drop the shinai normally. But you will see that, when it comes to the ura side, there are some people who actually drop the shinai just because they are not used to it. Yeah. So I really recommend, especially this Uchiotoshi from ura. It's gonna be really, really effective. Okay. But of course, you have to be able to do it smoothly.